I'm standing up front of the building built in 1908 by a guy named Conway. Conway was contractor who built Lakeshore Drive for Chicago and built his beautiful mansion, which is full of beautiful historical finishes. We're trying to restore this job, and restoration starts from normal restoration till my company was involved. And we changed this restoration to LEED certified project, green LEED certified project, which brings many changes to construction, not only to interior but also exterior. We are outside of the building, and one of changes is geothermal heating and cooling installation. Well, with geothermal is muddy job, but not with this machine. This machine is owned by our company, our sister company, and it's a first of the kind recycling system which I held worldwide patent. This recycling system saves about 80% of water and not allowing to spill anything. And as you can see, we have already few wells installed and it's still clean and dry. That's why we're using that type of equipment. Not only for water savings, but also for pollution, because dirty water, about 200 gallons per minute, have to go somewhere, typically end up in lake. Besides of that, we have scaffolding around the entire building because we're doing restoration of exterior of the building. We replacing bricks. Every cracked brick has to be replaced using original bricks. Very difficult job. We don't have any more of that type of brick. So on the back of the building, rebuilding porch, we have to use new bricks, the same type but different color. Has to be stained. Why we are here on the outside porch of the building? Very interesting place, because mosaic of this porch is original from 1908. Problem with this, the porch have cracks. You can see behind me some of these cracks misplace the level of the floor, and we have to find identical porcelain tile matching original tile of porch. Well, search was in Italy, France, England, even me flying to London trying to find the matching tiles. And I did. We found tiles matching perfectly outside porch and interior. And why this place is so interesting? Because underneath we have, on beginning of construction, we have crawl space. Now we can go downstairs and I'll show you what happened under this floor. Starting with ceramic tile, roof ceramic tile. Original design was done by Sharp's company. In 1908, that was installed this ceramic tiles. Sharp company went out of business in about 1930, 1932, and we didn't know that because Ludovici company is original company we tried to hire to build our new roof tiles. We didn't know that Ludovici actually purchased original mold from Sharp Roof, and they never manufacture any of these tiles since they purchased that after bankruptcy. When we find out that in factory, we begged Ludovici to make this copy of Sharp Roof, and that was first production since they purchased mold in 30s when they actually make Sharp style roof. And this is the roof is installed. Architect designed gutters to be electrically heated for ice melt. And we're supposed to install heat cables on outside of these gutters, wide gutters, to melt any accumulation of ice, to protect beautiful copper restoration work and to protect the edges of the building from build-up ice. Soon as we turn everything to geothermal, I start thinking that basically geothermal is producing for very inexpensive way, producing hot water. And using the superheaters, heat pumps, we can have this hot water every time our heat pumps are working. So I decide to change this very expensive electrical ice melt to first in the entire world geothermal ice melt. And that's why we have poly pipes under each gutter connected to the superheaters, and every time heaters are working, hot water, actually is not water, it's antifreeze, float through these lines, warm up the gutters and melt the buildup of ice. And all our pipes are going to the basement behind downspout, so all downspouts are heated by our ice melt. This is 3 stories from roof. Now we should go to most important room, first floor, where really restorations happen. Now we are on first floor, the most important floor for restoration, because this floor will be just restored the way it was in 1908. This shows us design and ornaments like was done in 1908, and we have to retrieve all designs and colors from original walls. That's why we open layers and layers of paint, remove that to see the paint, the color, the design, and define final design for library. But the most difficult job was right in this room where we're standing. This is original picture from Chicago Tribune, 1908. And this is portion of design in this room. We decided that was wallpaper. And how we can define design on wallpapers? Well, the picture is not showing full design. We have to come up with some idea. So portion of that was part of plaster hidden behind finished woodwork. And this plaster have shadows of design of original wallpaper, which was removed some times ago, maybe in 50s, 40s. And from shadow lines on plaster, I found very small details where it was lighter and darker. And based on this plaster, this picture, we were able to come up with this design. This is design where I think is the closest, as close as possible to original, where we have lines and we have design going the same way as the exterior of the building, and this is full size of wallpapers, full size of details of wallpapers for this room. So as you see, restoration job is not only construction, is also being detective in trying to retrieve information from years ago and try to think the same way people were thinking when they were constructing the building. And I really hope that after we finish this project, our finished product, finished interior of this house will be very close or identical to the construction from 1908. Well, this is part of story for today. Hopefully tomorrow you can see and come back and see finished product. Thank you.